Is the age of Ozempic reshaping the vitamin shop? So, while we patiently wait for the approved Chapter 11 bankruptcy restructuring proposal involving Franchise Group, which is the portfolio company that owns the Vitamin Shop, I wanted to examine another meaningful evolution occurring at the specialty supplement retailer. In May of 2024, the Vitamin Shop introduced a telehealth service called Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shop. And you might be thinking to yourself, didn't their biggest specialty retail competitor expand into virtual healthcare almost a year earlier? But instead of GNC Health's strategy of addressing urgent care and various personal health needs, as well as access to a curated set of generic medications, Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shop initially launched with a focus on weight management solutions. Whole Health RX enables access to a virtual care platform powered by WellSync that safely and seamlessly connects patients with licensed healthcare providers in real time, streamlining access to GLP-1 medications, both branded and compounded versions. That is, until the FDA recently updated its drug supply shortage list, making compounding a Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act violation. Moreover, these telehealth services are offered alongside the Vitamin Shop's industry-leading education resources, as well as nutritionist-recommended supplements to help optimize the weight loss journey for healthy results. So with Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shop targeting personalized care verticals instead of a wide range of treatment and care needs like GNC Health, the better comparable company analysis would be Hims & Hers. And interestingly enough, within a piece of content from November 2021, my words arguably created the foundation for this entire Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shop strategy.
That related to the introductory statement was around Hims & Hers. This partnership will begin with a variety of hair care solutions with potential expansion into other Hims & Hers offerings early next year. And this potential expansion commentary got me thinking, and not necessarily in the product sense. And though I think that adding more Hims & Hers product line in the Vitamin Shop could be useful, it's not all that interesting when we're comparing this to the potential expansion into personalized wellness care. Now, the Vitamin Shop, I think long-term, that is what they hope to accomplish. And they do that in a small scale. I think that the core competency or the core strategy of Hims & Hers is to provide personalized wellness care at scale. And this aligns with my vision for the future, which is that specialty supplement retailers and pharmacy, aka the drug sales channel, converges into wellness retailers. Hims & Hers is far more than just physical products. They are a publicly traded telehealth startup that's fully verticalized in multiple conditions. So why shouldn't a retailer like the Vitamin Shop, through a partnership with Hims & Hers, have the ability to create personalized supplement, over-the-counter medication, maybe prescription medication solutions for customers around areas like anti-aging, hair care, skin care, sexual health, and many other areas that now are within the kind of ever-expanding wellness dimension. This type of potential expansion for me is extremely interesting, extremely kind of intriguing long term.
Now, I'm sure I'll never get the credit for that one, but I'll take the victory lap nevertheless. Yet, that old clip more importantly introduced a few other insightful topics, which I believe would be impactful to update and expand on a bit more in this content. And we could begin with a behavioral change that arguably started gaining importance about a decade prior, when more individuals began viewing themselves as consumers in the healthcare market compared to solely being patients. Because of that, consumer healthcare has begun evolving from a reactive, one-size-fits-all approach to a distinctively proactive, personalized, and integrative approach. But as you'd imagine, that marketplace evolution has created immense opportunities, though this is why specialty supplement retailers must have a foundational mindset that places customers at the center of a flexible, almost choose-your-own-adventure style of shopping, acknowledging wellness-minded consumers are also more solution-aware due to the sheer access to information substitutions. And this is partly why my vision for the future included specialty supplement retailers and pharmacy, aka the drug channel retailers, converging into wellness retailers. Specialty shouldn't mean singular solution. Thus, a retailer like the Vitamin Shoppe must continue evolving its total solutions to become a bigger part of the wellness journey. Alternatively, trying to be everything to everyone can be problematic, which is why I mentioned earlier that the Vitamin Shoppe essentially is taking the depth over breadth page out of the Hims and Hers strategic playbook by increasing optionality of solutions for only its most compelling, valuable consumer cohorts. The Vitamin Shoppe can more effectively deliver an experience that removes barriers and provides access to better health that is approachable, personalized, and convenient. And in alignment with my perspective, the specialty retailer CEO recently stated Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shoppe is a meaningful evolution in our company's mission to consistently and comprehensively support the health needs of our customers. So with this being a multi-dimensional service, the Vitamin Shoppe can, yes, offer streamlined access to GLP-1 medications, but also help ensure individuals have the proper nutrition information and products to manage weight loss in a healthy and effective manner. And while a recent private label product announcement largely inspired this content piece, I want to ensure I'm not totally glossing over the other key aspect of Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shoppe experience. Despite Ozempic and other GLP-1 drug names moving into the mainstream lexicon, there's a huge and increasing information gap around these prescriptions, and many still don't fully understand the full ramifications. And while I believe physicians are quickly becoming more educated around how patients can manage the early phase of the process, what side effects to anticipate, and how to mitigate and manage those side effects, there's also a significant education and nutrition support role for specialty retailers as consumers look for help navigating this new, confusing age of Ozempic world. Though maybe that's a good transition to mentioning the product aspect, as the specialty retailer obviously promoted select dietary supplements that would help the age of Ozempic consumers get the right nutrients in their diet well before the launch of Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shoppe. But to help customers quickly identify the solutions that align with their specific age of Ozempic health journey, the weight management section across the Vitamin Shoppe stores saw a slight reconfiguration. And these nutritionist recommended products for GLP-1 users eventually landed within dedicated Whole Health RX displays, ranging from protein supplements to probiotics and fiber supplements. But while some of these specially merchandised products were already from existing private label brands, a recent evolution in product strategy by the Vitamin Shoppe signals an enhanced position and overall confidence when it comes to serving the needs of age of Ozempic consumers. And these moves by the Vitamin Shoppe align with a strategic framework I've mentioned in previous content pieces involving how CPG brands are evaluating levels of positioning adjustments to ensure they're on the right side of GLP-1 second order effects. But with the launch of its new private label brand, GLP-1 support from Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shoppe, that is a mouthful, the specialty retailer recognized it was well positioned to fill a critical gap in the market for tailored nutritional support beyond simply making packaging, merchandising, or marketing communications adjustments with existing private label products. And while I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the individual dietary supplements within this new private label range, the initial 5 products, which are obviously designed to address the unique health and nutritional needs of individuals using GLP-1 medications for weight management, are eerily like the second order effects categorical beneficiaries I outlined in content over the past few years. To go a step further, the GLP-1 support protein SKU included a muscle-preserving ingredient that I told my audience not to overlook when specifically designing functional CPG products to address common dietary gaps and side effects associated with GLP-1 medications. The most obvious nutrient gap beneficiary is the protein space, from ready-to-mix powders and ready-to-eat bars or snacks to ready-to-drink beverages. But don't overlook certain functional ingredients that can help improve body composition, like HMB. In fact, a recent published study found that MyHMB, the branded ingredient from TSI Group, may contribute to increasing muscle mass, even independent of exercise. So While I'd never suggest any functional CPG brand utilizing my HMB within its products to focus product marketing on inactivity, the quick fix and instant gratification consumer mentality within weight management also isn't going away anytime soon. Similarly, I'd expect meal replacements and green supplements to get an age Ozempic demand boost from that consumer cohort looking to conveniently fill nutritional gaps. But for this final portion of the content, I wanted to give my outlook for Whole Health RX by The Vitamin Shoppe. I've often mentioned how supplement industry gatekeepers of yesteryear, which includes specialty supplement retailers like The Vitamin Shoppe, have significantly less power today due to an enormous shift in marketplace dynamics that resulted in an overall mainstreaming effect that disseminated these supplement subcategories across the entire retail landscape. But I've also previously noted that intense market expansion doesn't mean business death is imminent, especially if they have a Jurassic Park over a land before time mindset. And if you can pick up on that dinosaur analogy, the Jurassic Park dinosaurs seem to continuously come back stronger, smarter, and more aggressive against the backdrop of whatever competitive landscape. So it's commendable that the Vitamin Shoppe wants to continue evolving its total solutions to become a bigger part of the wellness journey. But if the Vitamin Shoppe wants to enhance its position as a leading destination for lifelong wellness, the specialty retail brand will need to continue expanding Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shoppe to meet other health needs beyond weight management. Yet, I believe GLP-1 support provides by far the most opportunity to deeply assess this strategic shift. Though, I want to stress that leveraging Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shoppe, thus increasing optionality of solutions, doesn't unlock some golden ticket guaranteeing success. In fact, as retailers have ventured further into healthcare, some have had to restructure or shutter those operations entirely. And from my perspective, Whole Health RX by the Vitamin Shoppe does unfortunately contain strategic holes that it must deeply consider filling, especially if it wants to compete long-term against the likes of Hims and Hers, which is building a massively powerful predictive health platform that will be the future backbone of consumer healthcare. But I hope you enjoyed the first principles thinking that went into my latest YouTube video. If you did, can you do me a favor by hitting that like button? That quick and free action helps YouTube know my content is worth spreading to more people. Also, we're getting really close to reaching my next subscriber goal, and it would be great if you join me on this journey. But to do that, we need to fix the fact that slightly more than 3/4 of you that are watching this video right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and that hurts my feelings. Regardless, I want to thank you for giving me some of your attention and time, and I'll see you on the next one.